Hi, I'm Tarick Walton. I'm the president of the T. Walton Group, and in partnership with the Brave Enough to Fail team, I would like to answer a few questions with regards to my career journey thus far. So starting off with the first question, it says here, how were you able to take those first crucial steps on the career path that you're on now? To answer that question, it has always been my dream to pursue public service, specifically aspiring to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica from a very young age. And the first crucial steps that I took towards that goal started in high school at the age of, I believe, 12 years old. I would get to school very early in the mornings at 6:30, and I was the only student there on campus. And there was one particular morning that I got to school early and I was walking around the classroom. And as I'm walking around the classroom, I saw a book on the floor. And in intrigue, I was there by myself. I took up that book, and the title really, spoke to me. And the title was Top Colleges in America. And at that time, I was always interested in engineering. So I scrolled through the pages and I, searched for the top ranking school in engineering. And as I'm scrolling through, I saw the name Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And at that time, I had no idea, what that stood for, nor did I know how cold it was in Massachusetts versus Jamaica. But at that time, at age 12, I riveted in my mind that it would be my goal to attend MIT. Fast forward a few years later, I'm proud to say that I'm a graduate of MIT. And being a graduate, I'm still fixated on achieving my goal of public service in Jamaica. And instead of going the conventional route of politics, which everyone has an opinion on, especially today, I'm focused more on bringing something different to the table. And in order to achieve that, my goal is to use entrepreneurship, mentorship, science, and arts in order to make that social and economic difference on youths in my home country. I think my Brave Enough to Fail moment occurred during business school in 2014. At that time, I was still thinking about what my life plan would be in terms of a career path. I knew the end goal, but I didn't know the necessary steps to get there. And at that moment, I started to search for public figures in the field of government that I could aspire to, or I emulated. And as I'm looking around at 2014 at the time, I realized that I couldn't identify someone that I really looked up to as a public leader, as a public figure within the field of public service in government. And it was at that moment that I decided that no matter what, I could make a difference. If I could not find the right person that I looked up to or emulated, then I knew that I could make a difference, even if I take, my first shot. And today in 2017, it's even harder to find those leaders that stand up for moral principles, that stand up for noble character based on integrity. And that's what motivates me each day to be the leader that I know I can be and be an example to youths. The third question is, how were you able to persevere at business when you just didn't feel like it? I think my answer to this question is very easy. From a very young age, I learned a very important quote. And that quote was, hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. So I've always accepted that as my mantra, and I've used that to motivate me to continue working hard even when things are difficult, even when things seem as if they're not going in the right direction, to try a new approach, but never give up, and hard work, because talent isn't all. It's all about the commitment and hard work. So I think my final question that I'm getting ready to answer here is, what advice would you give a young person in regards to achieving their desires and bringing their dreams to life? My answer to this question is simple. In order to really achieve your goals, I think you have to follow your heart and listen to that voice inside. The best way you can hear that voice is by living your life and abiding by 3 principles. And these are principles that I hold dearest to my heart. These principles are love, perseverance, and humility. With perseverance, if you employ perseverance throughout your entire life, you will be able to overcome any obstacle. If you utilize the true meaning of love in its essential form of reciprocity, you'll be able to understand the dynamics of sacrificing yourself for others and learning something along the way. And finally, with humility, I believe you'll be able to be a better listener. And by being a better listener, you'll be able to learn different things that others may have missed. And I think with those 3 principles, love, perseverance, and humility, you can achieve anything once you follow your heart, or that voice inside. That's it. Great talking with you guys. Bye.